it's Ann from the Olive Scene. Thank you for joining Cooking Live. I have to apologize for last month. I lost my voice. I did make the video of the potato salad. I hope you watched it. I hope you're making it because it is delicious, especially with that smoked olive wood oil. I did sound like Mickey Mouse, so I thought maybe I'd spare you that last month. But I'm back, and today we're going to do grilled peaches. I want to show you a couple different ways, and we are going to start with, we're going to use our pomegranate balsamic vinegar. So this is pomegranates that have been infused into our dark aged balsamic vinegar. Now pomegranates have a flavor somewhere between a ripe cherry and an uncooked cranberry. So it's kind of that sweet tart anyway. It's got a nice little flavor to it. And it lends itself to one of the best infusions, I think, for a balsamic vinegar. A really good dark balsamic vinegar has these notes of dark cherry and fig and a little bit of dark chocolate all put together. So that pomegranate really, really pairs well with that. That's why I love this. So a lot of different ways to use the pomegranate balsamic vinegar. Check out our website. We're going to use it today with some grilled peaches.
The recipe is pinned.
The recipe is pinned. Becky is here. We're glad to have her back. And any questions you have, just put it through on message and she will forward it to me. When you grill peaches, you want to start with a firm peach. Now, it shouldn't be rock hard like it had been just traveled here. This is a local peach, which is wonderful. And it has just a hint of give to it. Because as we grill this, it's going to cook it, so it's going to become more tender. If your peach is more ripe, it's not that it won't work, it just gets a little messier on the grill. I'm going to simulate a grill by using a grill pan in the kitchen, which you can do, so that means you can grill peaches all winter long if you're getting good peaches at the grocery store. Again, local peaches, you can tell the difference. This is a freestone peach, and basically what that means is the pit comes out very easily in one piece. A cling peach, the flesh of the peach clings to the peach. It makes it a little harder to grill because it's harder to get that pit out in one piece. When you pit the peach, grab it by where the stem would have been. It pops out a lot easier than the other way. So I have 2 peaches that I have pitted. My grill pan is getting hot. I am using Athenolia, pure extra virgin olive oil. I can't say enough about this, and we're getting to the end of this production. It is still fresh in its harvest year. Get to the store and get some because the flavor of it is ideal. In fact, all of our Northern Hemisphere oils, we are about to move on to our Southern Hemisphere oils, so get in there and get them. They're really good. During their harvest year, you have another couple months plus then another 6 months after that. But we're going to be moving to our Southern Hemisphere since we always like to stay with the freshest harvest. This is a mild oil, but it does hold up to the heat well like all of our oils do because they are fresh pressed. So my peaches are sliced in half. I'm going to use a brush and just brush them with the olive oil. If you wanted to make this a nice sweet dessert, you could also use any of our citrus oils. Blood orange olive oil is wonderful. The Eureka lemon would be lovely. If you want to give it, even for a dessert, a little hint of herbiness, which goes nicely with desserts, you could use the basil oil or the wild dill oil. Those are wonderful as well. Now I've only brushed the tops. It makes it much easier to hold them. Let me pull this over so you can see. So now I'm not slipping with my peaches. I can hold the skin, and they're going to go cut side first. They're going to go down. The key to great marks on a peach is don't touch them. They're going to stay for about 4 to 5 minutes. On your grill, if your peach is very, very firm, you can still cook it. I would close the lid for maybe the first 2 minutes to really get them going. But mine have a nice little give to them, so I'm not going to need to do that. In the kitchen, if you were using a grill pan, you could just put a lid on here if you wanted to really get them soft. Again, I'm not going to need to do it because my peaches are just the perfect firmness for grilling.
Oh my God, it smells incredible already.
Yeah, it does smell great. I want the grill marks and I don't want them to stick, so I'm going to let them get that little bit of a char. That will make them come off easily. Now, when I flip these, I don't want the back side to stick either, so I'm going to brush them. As you can see, they're already moving. So they're getting the char on there. I'm going to do the back side with some oil as well. And now we're going to give that about 4 minutes. So your grill outside should be a medium heat if you have a gas grill, or let the coals come down. It's really good to do the peaches after you're finished grilling dinner because now you have your dessert is also grill side. If you have grilled other things, make sure you clean that grill really well because you wouldn't want your peaches to have, grilled shrimp or pork or anything. Though, grilled peaches are wonderful with pork, and we're going to talk about that. So I'm going to let those grill for 4 or 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to make a quick vinaigrette. For this vinaigrette, I am not going to use the Athenolia oil, but I am going to use our wild rosemary because this is going to be a sweet, savory salad. So our wild rosemary oil, let me get this out of the way. Don't need that anymore. Okay, wild rosemary oil. That's going to go in. Our pomegranate balsamic vinegar. Rosemary, the herb with the pomegranate, absolutely fabulous. Remember, when you make a vinaigrette, the vinegar goes in first with whatever salt and herbs you're putting in. I'm using our Seasonello herb sea salt because it also has rosemary. I'm going to carry that rosemary flavor right over into the vinaigrette, and it will combine with the rosemary oil. And then just a little bit of pepper. That is going to go in. That was about about 2 tablespoons of the vinegar. I'm going to use my handy whisk. And the reason I whisk this first is to dissolve the salt. And if I was using herbs, especially dried herbs, I want to let them soften. And because vinegar is a tenderizer, it is good for that reason. Now I have 4 tablespoons of that rosemary oil. I'm right-handed, this is easier. You would think you could whisk with either hand, but obviously it's not a universal skill. Okay, whisking as I'm drizzling it in, that's going to emulsify it. Again, this is a temporary emulsion. I am coaxing that oil and vinegar to come together with my whisk. And it will probably separate a little bit before I use it, so I'll whisk it up again. If I wanted to do a more permanent emulsion, I would do this in the blender. Maybe add a little bit of mustard to help it pull it together. But this is good for my purpose. Okay, I'm going to pull our peaches back over, see how we're doing on that grill mark. And we have a nice little grill mark on there. I would let this go longer even. There's a good one, like that. Oops, we got them turning over. We got a nice grill mark on there. And I can feel that about a quarter of the way down is nicely cooked. Again, I don't want these to become like mush because I want them to be a nice bite. The backside, you can use that skin, can really get charred. It tastes delicious when it's that way. So we're going to let those sit again and move those out of the way. And lo and behold, I already grilled them earlier. So here we have them. They are grilled and ready to go. I'm going to show you what to do with a salad. Some other great things to do, especially if you have leftovers. Grill extra, put them in the refrigerator. You can make a grilled peach salsa for your tacos tomorrow night if you're going to have them. You can use them for a smoothie. You could use them chopped up in your oatmeal. We have a wonderful pancake recipe on our website that calls for apples, use the grilled peaches. Wonderful things to do with it. But one of the things that I am loving about today's culinary world is that we are mixing sweet and savory in some great ways. I had this grilled peach. Must have been last summer at a restaurant, and it was with a very herbed up pork tenderloin, and it had the peaches. And I am not usually a huge fan of sweet and savory together, but I've learned when you're at a good restaurant, I'm always going to try it the first way the chef recommends, and boy was I happy I did it that way. It was delicious. So we have some nice grilled peaches. And so
Peter says, nice grilling.
Thank you, Peter.
It looks perfect.
Yeah, they are great. And that char on the peach just, it has almost caramelized those sugars in the peach, so the flavor is amazing. So one of the things that you can do if you'd like to make an appetizer is take a half a peach, put a little bit of fresh mozzarella in there, some basil on top, and if you think about a caprese salad, make a peach caprese. A little bit of basil, some salt and pepper, and a little drizzle of any dark balsamic vinegar. But the pomegranate and the peach together is like a marriage made in heaven. I'm going to do a little arugula salad because arugula is nice and peppery, and then we have this pomegranate vinegar with the rosemary oil that'll just go wonderfully with it. You could do it opposite, put the peach on the plate, top it with the arugula. It would be very pretty. But since we're going to be eating outside kind of on the patio, I like to get my salad ready for people so I don't have to do too much fussing with it. So I'm going to make these a little more bite-sized. This is going to be a single salad. I would plate these all up so everybody gets about half a peach. We're just going to cut these, and this is wonderfully done. Absolutely perfect. It's not too soft and it's not too hard to eat. I am just going to sprinkle that on there. And do not miss this step. A little bit of the local, they're out right now in Ohio, red onion. The onion and the peach is crazy good. You're going to absolutely love it. A little bit of toasted almonds, which I prepared earlier. I did this just in the pan, not in the oven. Now what's going to go on there? If you had a little goat cheese, that would be lovely. I'm going to re-whisk this. When I dress the salad, I dress it very light. Let everybody taste it. If they want more dressing, I've got this handy dandy cute little vinaigrette pourer that I always put out in case somebody likes theirs a little bit heavier. There you go. Incredible arugula peach salad. Ready to go. Okay, we're going to move on to the dessert. So I'm going to have Becky run. Again, you could, in individual bowls, put a peach, put some whipped cream or some ice cream in it. I'm doing this. I'm very lucky today. I have the Fligners are coming for dinner, and they are actually bringing dinner. They're bringing stuff for us to put on the grill. Fligners Market is a huge local custom cut meat market. And so I said I would do dessert. And the way I like to do this if I'm serving it to a crowd is, it was very warm in my kitchen, so you can see my ice cream melted a bit. But I get the scoops of ice cream ready to go. They're all in the freezer. I bring it out just as the peaches are done. Put this over the side. And I have done this with 12 scoops of ice cream. Well, they did really freeze up. Well, my freezer is doing well. I've done this with 12 scoops of ice cream. I'm just going to tuck them in there. And 12 halves of peaches. And it's pretty spectacular looking. So if you had this, I should have separated this out just a little bit more. So you would see all the peaches sitting next to the ice cream, as you can see. And now, again, a great way to serve it. With the pomegranate balsamic vinegar, I've got this great little drizzle spout on here. This is called a tappy spout. The bottom stays in the bottle and just the top pops off. It also has a non-drip edge, which makes serving tableside not messy. I'm just going to drizzle that over there. You don't have to worry about it glugging so much. as if you have a full bottle. And as you can see, no drips. Really nice. So there we have it. Ice cream with grilled peaches, pomegranate balsamic vinegar. Pick up some fresh pressed extra virgin olive oil to go with it for grilling your peaches, and enjoy this season of peaches right now. It's not going to last forever, so get out to your farmer's market, get some great peaches, stop by the olive scene, get the things you need there, and enjoy the harvest. Thanks for joining me. Hope you join me next month on Cooking Live. See you then.